I am here vibing, one of the founding members of the greatest dancehall collective in the history of Jamaica's music. His parents named him Alistair McCullough, but we know him as
Alex from T.O.K. Salute.
Alex the one.
Big up yourself,
Alex
you know,
the chiller.
Cool, no, man. I say a word, you know, man.
What you doing, sir?
I'm there, I'm a good man. Give thanks, teach them. I'm there, you know.
It's a jazz.
Man, respect.
Yeah, man.
Teach them! Always make sure the message I reach them!
Yes, sir, McCullough.
Yeah,
Talk
man.
to us, though. Early life. Place of birth.
Well, Portmore, Jamaica, you know.
Portmore for sure.
Portmore for sure. Bridgeport, as a matter of
Bridgeport.
fact. Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
How many siblings?
Well, that's a very interesting story. I had a younger brother, Gavin, you know, and on the passing of my father, I found out I had another brother, older brother. So, you know, it goes sometimes, life have a way of bringing surprises, you know?
Taking and giving.
Yeah, man, taking and giving. Yeah. So I have an older brother, Dean Rai, you know?
And
So
I know that Gavin passed.
yeah.
But Dean Rai is...
Well, alive and well, yeah. My father passed away in 2008, and that is how I discovered I had a brother.
Okay.
I had an older brother because it was like a family. Not really a family secret, but you know, back in them days when you have kids out of wedlock, you know, side A and one deal with side B, so them see them way out of it. You know what
Mom is still alive?
Yeah, my mother is still alive. She lives overseas. Yeah, my mother lives overseas. So
glad to hear that, man.
Yeah, man, respect.
Where you attended school?
Campion College.
Then you're not going to school if you just born and got Campion?
Well, here what? Now you ask for school, so I specify. Actually started at St. Richard's Primary. First was South Camp Road. And then from South Camp Road I went to St. Richard's Primary. And then from St. Richard's Primary to Campion. And then from Campion to Exed. And then from Exed to UTEC. And then from UTEC to School of Music.
Oh,
yeah.
I never know the last one.
Yeah, man, School of Music for like a year.
Very school.
Yeah, man. Boy, the amount of school I don't really want to see no more, you know?
Yeah, we do that way.
Yeah.
What was it like, though, growing up from a financial perspective?
Boy, parents live a decent life, you know, whenever, thank God, never went a day hungry still, you know, go basically middle class. And, you know, they did the best that they could under the circumstances and, you know, got the best education I could have get, so I have to give thanks for that, so yeah.
St. Richard's, Campion.
The youth was a bright youth, you understand? There was no nerve, but we're the bright, you know?
I'm said that to ask you, oh no, you know, from
that to that. Boy,
to
you know what it is? I actually started singing in the choir from I was in primary school. And then I guess the love of music from that stemmed into high school where I joined the Campion choir. And them time there was like Boys to Men and Shy and all those groups, the R&B groups coming out. The boy band thing, you know, NSYNC and all them coming out. So we were like, yo, we kind of want to be the first a cappella group from Jamaica. So we watch the BETs and the MTVs. We say, you know, so we can do this too. We try. And then what happened was it was like almost like a transition or like a metamorphosis then, because you evolve from one to the other where it's like the a cappella thing mixed with the dancehall roots, what is in you, and thus creating our own unique sound.
Yes, but even before we reach around
the group, round the part there, yeah.
What was that thing now that, you know, gave you the impression that you have some music in your life?
Well, personally, my favorite artist, everybody who know, Alex knows, so my favorite artist was Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I couldn't dance like him for nothing. If me go try a moonwalk, he come like me, I have gum and eat the bottom of my shoe. You understand? But me used to practice to sing like him. Okay. You understand? So it kind of stemmed from that, listening to like Michael Jackson, El DeBarge, the High Youth in the After 7, Tony Braxton, Anita Baker, that kind of range, you know? And it was just, I guess from that era, you know, that was it.
Yes, and as I introduced you, you are one of the two original founding members of TOK, because you grew up
with Flex.
As a neighbor?
Yeah, Flex. I live at 3, Flex live at 12. So we used to play football. When Nintendo did come out, the man run game over my yard, and when boats are run, whether female yard, my yard, whatever, you know. So that was basically it growing up, you know.
Yeah, man. So he went to
Calabar.
You
went to Campion. And Basic went to Campion.
Went
to Campion.
Campion.
Yeah.
So it was through the choir at Campion.
But you do your research, man. Yeah, man. With the Craig. So me I said to myself, you do all this research. I realized Craig you talk to. But yeah, Flex the one. You know, because you know, say Campion is a co-ed school, so the girls them there, you know, so Calabar is bare. Man, So the beer man thing don't work. Therefore, you understand me, so try come a
Circle
champion.
ends.
Yeah, circle the ends to try to get to the champion girl.
Makes
them still.
sense, brother.
Yeah, it make very
only
sense.
makes sense.
I was very comfortable at champion.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, man, quite so.
You guys linked up, and even before the TOK part of it, you and Flex were in a duo of sorts.
Yeah, man, I realized Craig really tell you what go on because we actually formed a duo that we call Too Cool. But then the man them turn and say, yo, is that the man them too fool? So I say, yo, that couldn't work, you understand?
Yeah.
And Flex was more the brave one still, because I'm be the one who go out and go, you know? I was very shy and reserved, you know? Sometimes when Flex was talk to girl, him just start, I've been in love with you. Him just start saying, I feel him think that. Me just stand in the corner and just easy myself. That was always my thing, you know, the reserved type, you know? So, but it was definitely a learning and humbling experience starting from them time there to kind of where we are now. Because even as now, like when you even travel, like when you go overseas, and you see sometimes you go to the subway, and you see like some of the people who them about a hat, and they have them guitar, and them just a play, and them bad like nothing. And you have to tell yourself that there's so much talent in the world, you understand? You really have to be grateful for what God gave you, you understand what I'm saying? So that is how I see it. Cause we did all try that, you know, can you tell you that part there?
No.
Brother, me never like it, you know. Me the man never like it. When we did high school, sing for money, man, you would go sovereign and put out cap and go bombard Portmore Mall and have cap and a sing. And I said, Jaja, me is the only man who will say, yo, why would we do this, dear God? But don't want to do this, dear Father. Why? So, yeah, man, so me just say, so my cap and a sing, should we do, and have my head stay so, but you say when the money is split now. Yeah, man, we'll just go KFC and go deal with it. But when I have someone, even though I never want to do it, I sing too, so I forget my...
Forget that word true.
But yeah, man, we used to put out the cap, man, and sing for supper, man.
Yes. But what I ask you before, though, okay, and what Kirky could tell is, what led to you and Flex creating Too Cool, though? Like, what it was that discussion that I only just a vibe and the thing
just a basic, yeah, it was just a vibe, you know. It was just that I guess just a love of music, you know what I mean? Sometimes even back in them days before TOK, they really started with thing, and sometimes you used to record songs off the radio. And Flex have a nice
components.
You have a nice radio them time there. So sometimes you have to say, alright, that song they're bad, and you have to stay, so you have to kind of stop and record. Like, if you have careful say it over here, Fame FM. You understand? You have to careful say it, get it, so if you kind of time it until them pull it back on. Yeah, man. So it was always, I guess for me, not really knowing at that time where I would be now, just a love of music. Just a love of music and just the emotion that it pulls from you when you hear certain songs. Like when we hear certain songs, it's like it just bring out that vibe, you know?
Yeah, man.
I mean, whether you can't sing it or not them time, you know, you go sometimes, even we as normally as people, sometimes you hear a nice song and now when you cold, if you want to reach some high note, make cold water touch in your back when you sing. You understand when you be the man in time, you lick any note you want to lick, you know? So that was it. It was just the love of music that was always with me.
Yeah, man. Initially, it was two. Then I think Craig and Basie, but then there was Adam and Marcus. There's
Adam and Marcus, yeah. Adam.
Craig tell me that still.
And Craig tell you that one there. I will tell you that one there.
Research, man.
Yeah, what it was, you know, especially for me, I wanted that 4-part harmony.
Okay.
So it was always to get at least the 4 parts. I remember say, yo, in my mind, 4 is the magic number in us, cause you know you had Boyz II Men had that number, you had Shy, and funny enough for us, we never really build our style more of a Boyz II Men. We kind of build it off a Shy. For those who don't know, Shy was the ooh da da do do do. You understand that group? You understand? So our style was more that, but Boyz II Men ended up being the bigger group.
Right.
You know, so I always wanted that 4-part harmony. So it was like, all right, him can do treble, alto, tenor, bass, and then sometimes you probably have a baritone, which will make it 5. So it was just basically from that, having that sound. And Adam was there on the choir, Marcus was on the choir, and at that time, when we like even go choir camp and you had the girls there, and there were a bunch of older guys who formed a group. And funny enough, we tried to join their group, and the man said, no man, you're a young boy, we don't worry, blah, blah. So we say, you know what? All right, we're going to form our own group. And that is kind of how the whole TOK thing kind of started.
Touch of class came into being. I think though the collective kind of came about to enter. I think it was Warner Brothers and somebody who had a competition
that
of
Warner
sorts.
Brothers thing was that is when the whole group craze was a thing.
That was 1992.
Them time they was still in high school or the whole thing, and it's like they wanted to find like just like how NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, how those groups are formed, them pick from different places. It's not like they were naturally friends.
Oh, okay.
So normally them say, all right, you have him would be the one who the girls them like, or him have the sound, him can be the singer, him have the bass, him have the dancing skill, this, that, and then pick and choose. And then sometimes what it is that sometimes people audition for these different parts, and Warner Brothers came to Jamaica and they were looking for that with us. Them time they would never really know the fullness about dynamics in terms of harmony and this and that and blah 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 blah. And they chose Craig out of the four of us.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't all of
Didn't
us.
tell me that.
They never tell you that part. Yeah, but they chose Craig and the thing. But that didn't work out. Because Craig had so he kind of returned to the group and was at that point in time, because Marcus and Adam was out at that time, it was the three of us.
Oh.
And then at that time, Vaughn came in.
Oh, I don't know about
Vaughn was from XZ, because Vaughn went to XZ.
Okay.
So we rope in Vaughn them time there. Craig came out, then Craig came back in. And that is kind of how we kind of stemmed. And then from that, right before we bus, Vaughn did exit. So because if you actually look like one of the first actual pictures of TOK, like in the paper and stuff, it was actually 5 of us.
Oh, okay.
If you actually check from them, there was actually 5 of us. Basie, Craig, Flex, me, and Vaughn. So because we actually used to perform, the 4 of us, and do a thing and whatever, and 1 and 2 cabaret shows and stuff. And then
I think we're going to do a couple of the hotels.
yeah, man, we did a couple hotel circuit and I sing like, here comes the hot step, a murderer, and all them song there and I sing, this is how we do it. And just mixing that now with the dancehall. Because them time you had like Wayne Wonder come out and you had like some other artists, other singers. So like we do like a medley. You understand? So everybody go up and them sing a part of one different song, and then we do the acapella with it, and we kind of give them a different kind of style,
I know the high school barbecues was
my
hunting,
word,
happy
man.
hunting ground for
Yeah, man, them time they school barbecue. But you see, them time they had other groups that were out that time. There was 2 ISIS, there was TOQ, there was ARP, there was, I don't know, I can't think of any others. But yeah, it's a bunch of us. Like as I said before, that time it was the group era, So you go up and you see, the thing about it, is that all the groups them going up, and this is what I guess eventually separated us from them, because every group go up is beer, R&B and the acapella them and this and that, and we were going up at that time, and even though we're singing that, we'll go up and we'll say, well, I'll drop a new song, our original, Mona Lisa, I like your style, Mona Lisa. So it's like we still never fully figure out our niche yet, but at the same time it was just like the formation or the beginnings of what was or what is now,
You guys were learning the music really, and you used to practice a lot.
Yeah, man.
Yes, because Craig's only used to practice up a few
Brother,
most
like
of the time.
that was the thing. At that time now, it was practicing at FEMIAD after school, because I was going to UTech sometime at that point in time, and sometime like trying to do the schoolwork and balance the schoolwork, and then after school now, find my way up a Craig yard, and then we practice, and then go home. And then what used to happen was that sometimes, unfortunately, in a class, because I burned the candle from both ends, knock out in a class. Yeah, I couldn't. So at some point in time, it I got give. Time when I was going to UTech, Champa, I was going to UTech. He was like about 2 years ahead of me.
Yeah, what was your course of study at UTech?
Hospitality.
You finished?
I did 2 years.
Oh, 2 years.
Yeah, I did 2 years. I didn't finish
and
because
a commercial break.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Once again, you remember, sometimes them say jack of all trades, master of none. So the time and energy to focus on getting where I need to get, I wasn't fully applying. I cannot be. Yeah, I wasn't applying myself because I'm tired. Yeah, we're doing shows on the weekend and the cabaret and the performing, and then I have homework and then I this. So it's like my burn the candle at both ends. So I was tired.
That good commercial break, man.
Well, yeah. No, you know what? Funny enough, for me personally, what the plan was, my dream was say, all right, here what I'm gonna do. I do a chef by day and cabaret by night. That was the plan, Because I say, all right, if one don't work, I can try the other one. That was originally the plan. I mean, no man really cook still, but yeah. But my bad pan porridge still, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Whilst trying to, move forward in the space, there was an incident What security shooter have done around one part?
Yo, Craig really tell you, I did investigate that
Tell
one.
me that.
All right, we were, them time there was another R&B a cappella group called Silk. Silk.
Yeah, Silk.
Yeah. No, Silk was, them time we were in high school, and Silk was performing at Fort Clarence Beach. And it was a situation where we say, yo, we want to go. But what they had done at that time was that they issued flyers to the different high schools. That's how we got a flyer.
Okay.
We never know, say, the flyer, you have this flyer post money get you in.
Oh, so there was a cover charge.
There's a cover charge. We never know that. But say, Bombard will get in now. So we go with the flyer. And them say, yo, you know, I get in. So we say, you know what, all right, here we're going to climb the fence. So Marcus climb over. And then basically climbing over. Security spot him and go, boy! And Marcus was turned back around and said, bullet a fly past him. Basically, they're at the top of the fence now. Basically, chuck off and bust him hand middle right here, coming back down. So we go back to the front. Cause by this time, still don't perform. And we explain to the gate man, so listen, we are a group. Yeah, man, yeah. Good thing, say most, yeah, and lean still, and lean. But the good thing is that when we went to the gate now, them sister we are young with and we beg them and say, listen, we just want to meet the man them. We are singing a cappella group, we just want to see if we can meet and whatever. And funny enough, we'll go there and I remember what song, I don't think we sang a Silk song, you know. Probably it would have been so funny that you go link Silk and you end up singing a Boyz II Men or a Shy song. You know what I say? I don't remember what song we sang, but the road manager's like, yeah man, here's my number here, bro. You know, not come out of that. Not come out of that. But at least we got the chance to do it, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So from them time, it was all about like just trying to take a chance. Sometimes even with a penthouse sitting out trying to get a break, or even up by Main Street before we got a chance to make Danny Brown listen to it and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's tricky because it had never been done before.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's like people look at you kind of different. I mean, I don't know if Craig told you this, but even in terms of when we started recording music, you had some selector who say, yo, them nah play them song what we're doing.
Oh.
Them say, yo, like the mindset was always, if you're a group, you have to do cover song.
Oh.
You understand? You have to sing this, you have to sing. Even not just cover song, but if you sing. Don't sing and, you mean as a group, you got to sing and you got DJ, and you got DJ in a harmony. What not do? So it's like your own piece, it always be your own, you know. But it's like, yeah, I remember, because them always know me as a man sometimes, but then think, me don't forget. It was like, yo, the man say, yo, brother, man, not play this. Not play this because it was different. And sometimes when you're doing something different, it's not always easily accepted. And funny enough, after the man said, I'm not played, poof, there goes Eagles cry. Straight on number one.
What was your parents' reaction to you
singing?
Going to UTech and taking music?
Well, you know what? I mentioned before, coming from that kind of family, you know, my parents are divorced at that time. My mother was, I think, living, I think she started living overseas. It was just my father, my brother, and me. And it would have been a little bit tricky because, you know, at that time, you know, parents would have wanted, in their mind is always the conventional way. You know, we as Jamaican people, if you're not a lawyer, you're a doctor. That is all them say. You understand? Any other thing in terms of nowadays, entrepreneur, yeah. But them time there, lawyer and doctor. So it was a little bit tricky at first, but I mean, actually I sat down with my father and I said, yo, daddy, I'm going to try this thing. You know, I really believe that we can make it. I really believe that we can do this. When I really had the school thing and this, trying to do the two things at the same time. Because even with the guys, I don't know if Craig told you that, but Basie had come out of school, dropped out of school at that time. Flex and Basie weren't working. Craig was at Dial Insurance, right? And Craig decided to quit his job and try this thing. So the man them turned to me now, because at that time I was still going to UTech. So they said, boy, here what, you're in or you're out. So basically it's an ultimatum to me to say, boy, because me still was trying to juggle school and the music, because I said to myself, even though you want to do the music, it's still very important to try to have a foundation of something, just in case the music don't work out. Because you know the percentage of artists where anywhere in the world will actually make it versus who don't make it. You understand? And you have some artists who make it yes so, I have some artists who make it yes so and stay yes so, and that is all them do. As opposed to the man who make it up yes so. So I had to sit down more, man, and I say, yo, pops, I try this still, you know. Yeah, man, I said, boy, you know, yeah, all right, well, we'll give you the support, this and that, and that was it. So, I mean, they were supportive. Them called my father the father at TOK, because one point in time, Flex get kicked out of him yard, Bass get kicked out of him yard, and them come live with me. Imagine your father kick you out, and I think his parents had moved from, they were living at 12, we live at 3, and then they move and let them live right behind my house. So, him father and them people, them the next door right there, so and Flex live right here, so. Imagine that. And basically, if I held Sean and end up right at my father's yard. So my father just basically was there trying to, you know, the peacemaker for trying to get them back into the house, but...
So TOK was way more than just a musical group. It was a brotherhood of sorts, man.
Yeah, wipe on the...
Man, we're good, man. You know what you think, though.
It was more of a fellowship,
Fellowship, okay, sir.
Yeah. But master, I'm
but everything good,
but
man.
yeah,
Everything good.
the most important thing is that people need to understand. That's why, even though it happened to us too, I think it should be technically a lot easier for groups to stay together when you are friends. You'd hope that, as opposed to a man from east, west, north, and south, where one man have no affiliation with you. So whether you come or go, it doesn't really matter to him because you and he were not friends.
Right.
You can become friends, but I think sometimes it is better when you are friends, but at the same time it's a double-edged sword because sometimes when you mix friendship and business, exactly. So normally, because you know most groups break up. Most groups break up. They don't last the test of time because when there comes success, there comes ego, there comes this romantic, them know everything. You know what I mean? So
it's one each one.
Yeah, man.
That part of the thing there. So the journey continues. Eventually now, cause I think the first time you guys recorded was for a Johnny's production, I think.
Yeah. Johnny was of Walton
Park.
Park.
Ducky Simpson Youth and some
We did try that, you know, and
I think we
tried to do the So in Love. We did try to do on our dance already. We go as we stroll along together. You know, something so in love are we two, no one else but me and you, so in love.
You know what song is?
Yeah, it was a I think it's Alpha One, did we?
Okay.
I think it's Alpha One. But you see, it was acapella. We were trying to do acapella on the dance hall, still trying to find a way to mix. Still never fully discover, I guess, our sound. But remember, you have the R&B and the acapella influence, but you're born and grow in Jamaica. And the key thing with that, is that which I give God thanks for, is the fact that we're able to merge the two sounds, fuse it, and create your own sound. Because remember, on every street side, on every corner in America, you can find that acapella R&B group, and them man they can sing runs, rivers, lakes, and valleys, because that is them. For them thing, then naturally, dancehall and reggae is our thing naturally. So you have to make sure at the end of the day, it's like them trying to do dancehall and reggae can never be, it can come close, but it can never be as authentic as we doing it. And I think it's the same thing for us doing the R&B and the acapella. Unless you live that life and you're in it, you understand? The rhythm and blues, it comes from that. So you can adapt and you can take from and this and that and you can fuse. But one thing is always, we are Jamaican first, Yeah,
and I think somewhere along the line there, so now Stephen Gregg, Enough Records, started managing you guys.
Yeah, he was the one who started doing the, he had done our first.
Well, and the song with, what we talk about first, was it officially released?
Yes, that Mona Lisa song.
Okay.
Yes, he was the one, he actually did it, he actually was the one who produced that song. We remixed it and did it for Richie D as well.
Okay.
But he was the one who him draw for Sly and Robbie and
wasn't it anything for you? Wasn't that the first official release? Cause that I ask if it's want to do for Ajani.
Ajani wasn't anything for you. We did anything for you. Hold on. We did Mona Lisa.
Anything for you for
anything for you was one of the first ones we did, man.
Enough label.
For Enough Records.
Enough Records.
It was anything for you first. We did Mona Lisa afterwards. It was Anything for You was first. Anything for You was Michael Jackson's nephew's Treaty.
Right.
Treaty, so we did that
and Sly and Robbie played the rhythm for that.
Yes.
Okay. So both songs were released?
Yeah.
Which one released first?
Anything for You was the first song. As a matter of fact, it's so funny. Even with that song, big up to Rory from Stone Love to be the first selector in life to play TOK. Rory, we have a special respect for Rory from Stone Love because sometimes people can see something in you where sometimes you don't even see yourself at that point in time. And the fact that him and the man will say, oh, them youth, I can play that song.
Want to end up voicing a few more songs for Sly and Robbie.
Yeah, we did 1 or 2 songs for Sly and Robbie as well. Hit 'Em High, that was on the How Many Girls Get Them Ready.
Many,
Yeah, so, yeah, that song that Elephant did for Sly. Yes.
Okay. But eventually now, want to end up around Main Street.
Yeah,
Link up with
yeah.
Shams.
Link up with Shams. But Shams another person who went around to link, who went to link Danny Brownie because them time there, Red Rat, Goofy,
Hawkeye.
Degree, Hawkeye,
Buccaneer.
all them were, them a shot them time there. So we say, yo, we want try and see if we can get in. And Danny wasn't really, not that he wasn't really interested, it's just that we ended up, Richard was a young producer them time to time. I said, yo, Ropina man, blah, 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 blah. And I said, all right. And I think the thing at that time was, as far as I can remember, we say, all right, we don't really know you too tough. I mean, you're bad, but here what you can do. We make you manage with. If you can get with, I think it was a collaboration with Lady Saw or Hardcore Lover, which actually went on the charts. And if you can get us the voice for Dave Kelly, because Dave Kelly is one of the, I mean, even up to this day, the amount of respect I have for the Kelly brothers, you understand, cannot be said. You get me? And the fact that, once again, I think what Dave saw was the fact that it was just, what we're doing was just so unique. You understand? So I guess he saw what other people saw as well. And he gave us our first number 1. Eagles Cry was the first, and that is what, 1999. 1999. It released, we recorded in 1998, which was Christmas 1998.
Okay.
It bust 1999.
So the group was conceptualized in 1992.
Yeah, from we're in high school, yeah.
And the break came, you said, with Eagles Cry in 1999.
But in between that, we had Hardcore Lover, Hardcore Lover and the Baddest Rhythm, they come out them time then, and what else? We did start record for like Richie Stevens and General Degree.
And Buccaneer as well.
Buccaneer, but I mean, the first hit would have been Hardcore Lover. You understand? That was at the Baddest Rhythm, but the real hit, the number one song, the first number 1 we had was Eagles Cry.
What was it like between 92 and 98 trying to break into it? Was there at any point in time you got frustrated and said, you know, I need to wrap up that something and go cook some food?
It would have been frustrating because, as I said before, once again, if you're not, it's easier to accept something that you're used to.
99,
you understand?
Yeah.
It's easy to accept something that you're used to. When you're seeing, whether you have, because I'm telling you, we're a big fan of Beanie and Bounty. So if you're, if you're not a DJ, you sing. But then imagine that you're a group now trying to DJ, sing, and harmonize. You understand? And people are like, so what is this? It does seem that unique to them because they're not used to it. It's different. It will take a while for people to kind of, I guess, gravitate to something that is new and accept it. Yes. So all we could have done is just keep on trying. But me, I always believe in it to say, listen, I think God put us here for a reason and put us together for a certain thing. And what I used to hear and what I used to believe, I say, no man, this can't sound so on the word something like this. It must be for something.
And recording that song, you remember like the idea, so I know that the harmony is from when Dove's Cry with Prince.
Yeah, man, Prince.
Whose idea was it for kind of swing
well, it would have been, first and foremost, me, all right, one of them always say sometimes, but certain of them kind of song that me will sometimes be the one to say, yo, I could try this now. Because them always know, especially with certain 80s music songs, certain songs, them, you can say, all right, that can fit on this, if you twist it. But it all depends on vibe, because each of us do it at some point in time. Right. But to actually change even the words, I think that was more a Dave Kelly suggestion. You understand? Because he must say, all right, why would I say this and say that? And I'll give you a joke. Even the first time we meet Dave, never meet Dave, if that makes any sense. I never see him looking. First time I meet Dave Kelly, under a cap.
So how long time Dave did that then?
Well, Dave is an enigma. And that is a theme thing. And after those respect him for that, that is just theme thing, theme persona. Can't knock him for that. You understand? But it helps to add to the intrigue and the mystery. And sometimes some man does different. That is theme process, you have to just respect it. True that. Man.
So Eagles Cry now was a song that really and truly kicked down the doors.
Man. People start say,
big bad
people
rhythm,
say, yo,
big
people
bad
say,
producer.
Yeah. And the second batch,
Right.
I remember say, yo,
It was
never
the
have
second-
your problems, let you down. Bounty and all them songs there will come out. So you know, as a new artist, you are now competing with like a Baby Sham, Bounty, and you have Wayne Wonder, you know. So you have to. These are the people who you know. So it's going to be that much harder too, because as a young artist, when nobody don't know, why them going to play your song over somebody who established? You understand?
True.
Not everybody can accept difference or accept change. Not everybody is going to be, I guess, a visionary enough to can foresee, say, all right, you know what, let me endorse this because it is so different. I'm going to work with it, you know.
Door open up, you know.
Yeah, man, door
I
open.
want to find a voice at this time. Every man find them voice and the thing I click now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the follow-up song to that was Shake It Bam Bam.
Shake It Bam Bam, yes, that was recorded for Shams on the
Shams.
Juice Rhythm, yeah.
Right.
And we link Bounty them time for the Man a
Man a
Bad
Bad
Man
Man.
and the same thing, and them two
Yeah.
shot now, it just follow in quick succession.
And
so
I
them-
think Shake It Bam Bam was your first entrance into the Billboard and the Billboard
I
chart.
think so, you know, because we've throughout the years, I think we've had like, we touched Billboard like maybe like I think about maybe 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah, I think it's 4 times.
We will
So-
talk about each of them as we go
Yeah,
along.
yeah. So I can't remember which song specifically. I know that.
Me go tell them.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah,
Can't
man.
have-
Money to Burn, Shake It Bam Bam, Footprints and Chichi Man.
All right, boss. See that?
And the follow-up song to the next big song. So we don't have songs in the space.
Yeah,
we don't
that-
have
the
songs
ones
that
that are-
rotate. But the next big song came with Chichi Man.
And that was big up Tony Kelly, 'cause that was the monster song that really is like, as I said before, is like a tier system. You understand? And that is why sometimes as an artist, how the music is, and not just here, but all over the world, where you have a one song will carry it to this level, and then next song, either you're going to match that song, because remember sometimes it's all about momentum, you know. You're going to match that song, and if you match that song, and hopefully you get a bigger one, then sometimes it's a domino effect where you can kick out 1 or 2 other songs afterwards that ride off of that momentum.
Which is true.
You understand? And that's kind of what happened.
But even though Chichi Man became as big as it did, it took a while because people weren't readily willing to play it.
Yeah, Chichi Man became what it was because of a lot of things. Big up to Ratio, Romy, because he was the producer of that. So even though Tony Billy Rhythm,
Right.
it was Sashi. So Ratio, them time they now helped
Right, the
to push
Sashi
that
rhythm,
song. And I mean, I remember like the first them time they, for say a song get pull up all 15, 20 times in the club. And you know the clubs that you jump up and down and the man will pop bottles and champagne and you say, yo! That was a first for me. You understand what I'm saying? But to show you the power of the music and the power of just being able to push it on the people and say, oh, this is the song, this is it, until after a while, you know, it became what it was.
One of the things that helped propel the song to do is the whole fact that the JLP took it as a campaign.
That is another thing too. So you have it's like the same song with different little bombs now. So see, I got to the song now, and you know, fundamentally speaking, I take this song and I'm going to use this song against this other party over here in
Yes.
Kingston, Jamaica. You understand what I'm saying? So that's basically what happened.
That helped the song.
It did help the song. It
significantly.
did help the song as well, because if you know how it goes when it comes down to politics time in Jamaica, whatever is the hot song at that time or whatever is happening at that time, you use it as almost as a rallying cry to bring the support of the people them to whatever, you know.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some of the bigger songs in the catalogue now as we go along. So Hands in the Air.
Yeah,
the Grass Guard
that is
rhythm.
Grass Guard produced by Shams as well. Yeah.
Girl You Are Lead.
Galia Lead is another song that was a monster song. That also touched the Billboard as well.
Yeah, my favorite TOK song, Money to Burn.
Money to Burn. Big up Tony Kelly once again.
Buy Out Rhythm.
Buy Out
Big
Rhythm.
tune.
Respect. But you see, that is, to me, that was like I wouldn't say a surprise hit, but I think because of what was happening in the midst of everything and what it was saying, you know, because that's the key thing as an artist, you know, music imitates life and life imitates music. So when you can do songs that resonate
relate
with people
to.
and people can relate to, you just get money and you want to go spend and you go splurge and you go braff. Is a hell of a thing now when you can say certain things. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah, man.
True.
Because who know you work hard and you can't work hard and don't play a little hard.
Yeah,
too.
man. Gal and Gal. On the Dual. Big
That-
song,
that-
big rhythm.
Yes, no, that was I kind of heard the rhythm and I just knew this rhythm was a hit from hear it, and it just came to me back from them old times when you used to hear them pop them one by one. You used to hear that kind of, because you know, so it come from that old time country type, the Kumina Pocomania. Yeah, so I say, yo, this can work on that. So, you know, a lot of times when you hear the songs that we have out there, whenever a person sings that specific part, 9.5 times out of 10 is that person write that part.
Okay.
So that person will come with that idea and say, all right, this is what I hear, this is what I feel. I'm gonna write that.
So that person will be probably best capable of it.
Because I remember saying, yeah, because it's your...
feel it and them I hear it. Makes sense. Yeah. She's Hot is another song with the really well.
Yes, that was also, I think, second batch because you had the song with
She's Hot.
Yeah, the song with Shaggy on the Sex Lady Radio.
Right,
but I'm choose, you know, try to you understand? So Shaggy.
Yeah,
that's how I started singing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually how I started singing.
Then when I asked how you end up in that music, you didn't tell me
well, we would have get there.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's actually how I started singing through impersonation. I used to impersonate. So.
And at this time now, you guys had established yourselves as the go-to dancehall group in the space. So whilst there were other groups, at this point in time, you guys now were leading the group section of the music. But in 2003 now, amidst the growth and the expansion of the brand TOK, you suffered a personal tragedy when your brother was murdered.
Yeah. It was very hard because actually, to be honest with you, I actually wanted to stop singing at that time.
Oh yeah?
Never had any vibe.
Really
I never really want to sing no more because, you know, it's me and him grow and, you know, it sometimes when you go through depression, it is a hard thing to overcome. You get me? But for me, I guess the music was a solace. It was a comfort at that point in time because I was able to channel that emotion to my music. So when, it's almost like when you sing, for me, especially that song, is like my put.
Footprints.
Yeah, on that song. That song is basically your soul on that record. That's why I say it's God basically made that song how it is now because I don't know if Craig told you how that song came about.
Not really.
We
him just said him then too did kind of feel.
He wasn't feeling the song.
Nigel said him not love a song then.
Yeah, what happened was that Don had released the rhythm. They just released it and I think the Morgan Heritage was out and like the Bounty and the Maxi Priest. And I say, yo, this and that, this rhythm is here. And the first time I heard the rhythm, within seconds, I found the when you cry, I cry. I'm gonna say, yo, youths, this is it. This is the song. I was that confident. I said, this is the song. And what happened was that after that, we went on tour. We didn't record everything, you know. We went on tour. Completely forget about the rhythm, forget about the song. Came back. This time the rhythm started soaking on radio. You understand? Then played the rhythm again. And within seconds, once again, the same hook came back and I said, brother, trust me, this is it. Yeah, Craig wasn't feeling the song at that time. It wasn't really whatever. But then I guess after a while, you know, basically said that, but then Flex, I said, you know, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And what happened was that when Sudan was started recording, and Flex was like, yo, check this. Hurry up and come back. So it's like, I do really feel that God was speaking just through that song. Because after he had finished singing his part, I was like, hold on. Help me, Lord, help me. So we recorded that song in like an hour and a half. So it's like, it does flow like a river into the sea. You understand?
Smooth.
It was smooth. It really was basically seamless. And then basically just stop it up at the last part with his verse. So is that after the song basically finished now, Craig was like, yo, let me try something for the intro. And so another one set of footprints in the song. That's how the song became Footprints. The sounded done.
Magic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, for me, my thing is about, especially comes down to music, feeling. It sometimes you can't.
Yeah,
and sometimes you don't know what's going to hit from what's not with it.
Which is true.
Yeah, you understand. But
people that make a song it.
I know we.
Yeah,
but you say it's also because of how it relates, how it is relatable, because that. What the song was saying and the message it was sending resonated with people because sometimes you're going out a road and you never come back.
Yeah, because and funnily, despite the many hits that you guys have, I think that the song that people attribute to TOK, when they say TOK, this first song will come to a lot of people's mind. It's Footprints.
Footprints, yeah. Because yeah, it touched a lot of people, you know. But
Yeah, shake it. Yeah, so another song comes here. Which song comes here?
Man, that too. That's also another song. Yeah,
And
man.
Money to Burn, and now you hear that tune, you just want to party and
Yes.
drink, click and wine, bang, girl. Yeah, I mean, I joke, yeah.
Yeah, man. But it just depends. This is the key thing which I do give thanks
Yeah,
for.
always I say, what did you want to choose?
Yeah, Chichiman is one of them songs that is undeniable. You know,
Yeah, true.
So I mean, the good thing which I do give thanks for is the fact that we've had success singing all different kinds of songs.
So true.
Yeah,
true.
Badman song we
Very
go number
dynamic,
one. You have
diverse in the
song like
catalog.
Chichiman we go number one. You
Yes,
have
girl
girl song we go number one. You have song for I guess the conscious part and the
Right,
spiritual.
right.
So you get a song number one drop, number one dance.
Guardian Angel.
Guardian Angel was very
Big
popular.
tune,
Big
big
tune, especially
tune, man.
very popular in Japan. I don't know if Craig told you about that.
Yeah, man. Because when I sell platinum with unknown language, I think, was the album
remember.
that went platinum in Japan for you guys.
Yeah, I think it was unknown language. I don't remember which one it was, but one of them. Because what happened, especially with Guardian Angel, and that's something. So sometimes with music has no shelf life. Because Guardian Angel, good music has no shelf life. Good point. Good music has no shelf life. So what happened is that when we did Guardian Angel, it didn't become that monster hit in Japan same time. It just was going and then creep up on them and then it ended up becoming the number one ringtone in the country.
Oh, yeah. Craig told me that.
Yeah, man, number one ringtone, outsell Jay-Z, Britney, all them people there. And Japan has always had a love for TOK differently. Like a different kind of love. Big up to the Japanese people then.
Question, was there any arrest made and anybody charged in relation to your brother's murder?
I think what had happened, one person run away, another person evaporate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
There was a look thing with ARP at one point in time. Did you get deeply involved in that, or did that affect you in any way?
I wasn't deeply involved. It was more Craig and Basie who had gotten involved in that one because there was a rivalry, I guess, at some point in time because it come with the territory, you know what I mean? But I am, out of us, I think I tried to be more of the peacemaker more time. He's a man who, I guess, all the way up temper, but mine, I guess, takes the longest to really explode.
Okay.
Because I always try to say, oh, here what? The business, this and that, I'm trying to get, you know, like, whatever. So for me, no, I wasn't, especially at that time, no, I was not directly involved in that part. I think, I think I was I there? I don't think I was there now. I think it was more.
Craig said him and
Basie alone was there. Yeah. I never reached it. I wasn't there when it happened. You know, but I was trying sometimes.
But yeah, Mitch and Davil then good?
Yeah, man, let me tell you something. You see, what it is, you know, sometimes when you're younger, you think from a younger mind, a younger perspective. No, when you get older and you realize certain things in the bigger scheme of things, it really not necessary. You understand? Because life's short. Only one of them you have enough. So at the end of the day, if you can find a way for those live and let live and you have good and thing. It's different if somebody violates it, it's different.
Right.
Where you have to defend yourself.
You
have to defend your thing. Don't get it twisted. You have to defend and make them understand same kind of like you're not punk, you're not push over. You're not play that. Definitely, but at the same time, I'm not go look it. You understand me I say?
True.
You know, so I mean,
I just don't want to get each man's perspective on everything, you know. While
it
was a collective experience, you know what I mean? So I just saw things set up.
Yeah, my thing is just that I try to be more diplomatic with certain things and try to understand, say, yo, life short because you can be the one just so happen, something happen and you get it. You get me?
True. That's true, brother.
You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you have to think from that perspective. So how we can
that is so true.
Yeah, how we can just find a way for just diffuse. If it can't diffuse, then we take it there so. Okay. Fine. But you still have the mindset to prepare for whatever comes with it, you gotta deal with it.
Yeah, man. What Craig told me I never really know, to be honest with you, is that you guys did a lot of background vocal works for a lot of big songs in our space.
Yeah, man.
Big artists.
We did work with Vegas. We did work with
Buccaneer,
Degree. Yeah, man. We did a lot of background. Even before we did Boss, even for I remember 1 year Ghost was for Sting. I think it was Sting, you know. We ended up singing background for him.
At Sting? Okay, cool, man. Cool.
Yeah, man, cause Ghost go up and him say, yo, I can sing right now, you know. And I go, yeah. I need to okay if I can rope in and do them things. You know what I say? Yeah, man. So we actually end up singing.
Put in only power.
And that is the thing. That's the thing. Before we Boss. And I think that sometimes to really appreciate success when you go through the trenches and you put in the work, when you get the reward, it is that much more fulfilling and you appreciate it. When you work for something too tough and you get it just quick and faster, you can't really appreciate it because it comes quick and fast. You understand what I'm saying?
What you guys have also done, apart from having a large catalogue of hit songs, you guys have scored some massive collaborations.
Yeah.
We spoke about Man a Bad Man with Killer. We talk about Hardcore Lover with Lady Saw. Bono and Beanie Man do a portion of collaboration
hear the
too.
thing, yeah. We do.
And that is kind of strange.
Yeah, it's
because
like
it was more
Killer than
Beanie.
but Beanie. Don't underestimate Moses. You see Moses, man, trust me. But Moses are different. You have to respect Beanie, man. Beanie is different.
Yeah.
So, and we not take no side really in the thing. You understand? It's just music. And the love of music and the respect of every single artist. You understand?
So I want to talk about some of them collabs. So Bring It On, featuring Beanie Man.
Yeah.
Chopped, featuring Beanie Man. Zane, Girl You A Lead, featuring Beanie Man and Nina Sky. Big collaboration. Zane, then you have She's Hotter with Pitbull.
Yeah, we know Pitbull from a long time. I talk to you, we know Pitbull from them time there. Yeah, we actually, because what happened was that the DJ that played for Pitbull played for us, DJ Buddha.
Oh.
Big up DJ Buddha. So that's how that whole thing came about. So before Pitbull blew up, we know Pitbull and we do work with Pitbull. So that is how that came along. So I even remember one time I think we didn't meet like some awards in overseas. I think we had met 112 and I think Pitbull was around them time.
Okay.
So from them time there, we're in the circles meeting these different people from across the world. So
Bonafide with Kelly Price.
that was
Big collaboration.
yeah, man, that was a wicked song, and it was basically that was a trade-off because we did a song for her project, and the trade-off was she did something for ours.
Which album is that on again?
Bonafide for Kelly Price is on.
No, your album, me talk.
You mean?
For the one we should do for Uno.
It was on the Japanese release of I think it's Unknown Language. Yeah, Unknown Language or Our World. We're not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's Our World. But yeah, man, that sounds a wicked song, man. Wicked song. But yeah, man, Kelly Price, amazing singer.
And once we're talking about albums, there are quite a few of them.
I don't know if Craig mentioned some other collaboration. We did work with Scarface and Nokia from Drew Hill.
No, I never know.
Yeah,
that.
man, that was for when it was a compilation album that we did where you had Beanie like Wayne Wonder and what the guy name who we have the podcast here now, man. Where Wayne Wonder song about anything goes on the ride. Everyone shouting by my side. And we live in what name?
Jamaican?
No man, rapper man.
Rapper?
And I have a podcast now. Drink Champs. Who the Drink Champs again?
I'm not sure.
Drink Champs. Name slipped me. But anyway, it was on that collaboration project, Def Jamaica.
Okay.
So it was a bunch of different artists, like the dancer artists with the hip hop artists them. So yeah, there's a couple of things in
the thing was out, you gotta remember some things that Craig remember and Craig remember.
Exactly, and they have to just and they just piece together. Yeah.
So don't forget you all of them.
Yeah, man. True.
Zine, in 2001, the first album, My Crew, My Dogs. Zine, I think that was released through VP.
Yeah, VP did that.
I mean, I run up into some problem with VP after a while.
Still under VP, all those times when other songs were being released. Because the thing is that in certain territories, we really made an impact. Especially like Japan, when sometimes no other artists now make that's what I said about even the Guardian Angel. That time there was like a lull in the music, and then out of nowhere, bloop, Guardian Angel just run and pop up. You understand? And we just did that album right after. I think that was Forever we did do.
Forever.
I think we do Forever. I'm not sure. I don't remember specifically. Basically, sometimes I remember them details than me. But we're still a part of, even though JVC would have been, it would probably have been a collaboration with VP. It wouldn't have been a buyout. You understand? No. We actually eventually came off a VP. It would have been like 2012.
Yeah, it was around 2011, 2012.
Yeah, we came off a VP after that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't before. Prior to Unknown Language and My Crew, My Dogs was on VP. Yeah, but I don't think Our World and Forever was on VP. It would have been, I think there are 2 or 3 albums we did for VP. Because VP did a Japan version of one of the albums, like a compilation with like the videos and the songs. And like a best of TOK, because we have songs that even don't play here at all that mash up Japan. Yeah. That you probably would never know.
There's an unreleased album of sorts, Taking Over.
Yes.
I think this is the album that, or I don't know if it was completed or it was being worked on when the group kind of split.
Never split yet. That album, I was one who kind of pushed for us to that album because I believed at that point in time, we had already showcased basically what we can do in the dancehall space. You understand? It's like, not really said been there, done that, but it's like, all right, yeah, you done establish that, yo, dancehall and reggae, this is what we can do. My thing was basically to show the world now, even though you're recognized in the world, to show the world what TOK can do on a disco track, on an EDM track, all these different sounds.
Branching out, you know.
Branching out and showing it, but still keeping it dancehall, you know. Still keeping the Jamaican essence, but just showing, say, yo, listen, this is how with a song on a disco track. Because I always say to people, the key difference that makes TOK so unique is that we can do what Boyz II Men do, but them can't do what we do. We can do, no disrespect to the Jamaican artists, but not for the artists them hear what them can do, whether DJ or sing or whatever. We can do what them do, but them can't do what we do. Because when you can merge having the R&B sound, the acapella sound, and you have the dancehall influence, merging that two is not an easy feat. You know what I'm saying? It's very tricky. Mm-hmm. So it make you in a almost like a very unique position where you can kind of create your own niche market. You understand what I'm saying? So that is what happened. So I was saying, yo, and we linked, Taking Over was done with the same DJ who was working with Pitbull. So I was saying, yo, after tour, I could go to Orlando, go link him and do some song. I could have some writing session, I could record some song, I could just work because I want the world to see. I was really very passionate about it because I want the world to see, say, yo, we can nasty up this place and show them, say, yo, I saw them could have do this and them could have do that. Imagine this and imagine that. You understand what I'm saying? And even though it didn't come out, I won't lie, I'm very happy with what we had done. And it may still come out because we did that in 2014 and we broke up in 2015.
Right. And I was going to lead to that. What caused the group to break up?
Honestly, I think it's 4 men, 4 different minds. Honestly. So it's like, after doing it for a while, sometimes, you know, egos clash, personalities clash. Sometimes you want to go this way and do this, and you see the thing doing this way, and you're probably frustrated. A man want to go this way. So when you have 4 different elements tugging and pulling at 4 different ways, because you will never always say eye to eye with somebody. And sometimes the reality of it is that you sometimes have to go out and see for yourself and do for you for a while to then come back to center, if that makes any sense. Yes. Because sometimes, you know, like you go out and then you can more appreciate something when you come back into it. You know, so I think that is the biggest thing. I think it's just, I guess I would say, just a yearning to try something different, a yearning to just do your own thing for a while and just say, yo, you know what? I want to express myself as this, and it just reached I guess a boiling point where it's like, yo, all right, you go east, me go west.
How did it affect you though?
You know, so funny. Personally, it's a very interesting question because you know, when you see it and you're like, no man, coming. I kind of saw things, you kind of see look at things happening and you're like, no man, because you still believe in that dream and in that hope to say, boy, even though you see that happening, you still believe that throughout all of the odds, you can overcome because in your mind, every man know where we can potentially be. So that should be the biggest thing in the front of your mind to say, boy, whatever. So when it happened, and it first broke up, I was like, all right, rotted. Even though it's like it leave you flat-footed. I'm gonna say, all right, what am I gonna do now? I never fully sorted out or figured out what I was going to do at that point in time when the group broke up. In terms of, I know I probably was still going to do music, but I wasn't sure what direction to take and what to do because it's like, you know, you don't really see yourself doing the solo music and maybe 1 or 2 little songs, but you don't really see that solo side of your thing. Right. I never saw it. But the funniest thing for me, I give thanks to a lot of people who, sometimes, once again, people can see things in you that you may not necessarily see in yourself. And that's what happened. Like, end up linked with man like big up Richie Loops, big up Kabir Banner, you know. There's also Salam Remy. Salam had always believed in TOK talent from a long time ago. You understand? Salam is one who discovered the Fugees, by the way. Yeah, man. You know? No, Mom don't say yeah. Salam at the boss, man. So I had to basically, I took that time to kind of discover my own sound outside of TOK.
How long did it actually take you though to kind of find your footing and, you know what I mean,
In my
steady
own,
yourself?
My own sound, it took a
Yes.
while because I wanted to make sure that whatever I put out, because as I said before, earlier in the interview, I said the standard for me in terms of music is Michael Jackson. That is a bar. Michael is the bar.
Yeah.
In terms of group, TOK is the bar. So whatever I had to put out would have to be on that level, or try to push to even go higher. You understand what I'm saying? So that was always my mentality. So it's all about trying to work on my craft and work on the sound, work on the songs, them taking my time, this and that, and working on a body of work that I personally feel confident in to say, oh, this is a true representation of what I would do as a solo artist, to make sure say, oh, these songs can stand on its own with or without the group. Yeah. That was very important to me to showcase that. And it was no disrespect to the man, you know. It's just basically showcasing, all right, this is what TOK has done, this is our body of work, and you know it go when groups break up. People don't want group broke up. So people don't want group broke up. So sometimes no matter what you do by yourself, them don't want to hear that because them used to you being in the group. But even like for example, my inspiration being Michael would have had it hard after coming out of the Jackson 5 doing his own stuff. Justin, Lionel Richie, you have the list goes on of people who step away from groups, and sometimes no matter what you do, you're going to be compared to what the group does. You get me? So you have to make sure that it has quality behind it. It's not just pan and knock. It has to be music that you are proud of. And that is what I took the time and built.
Yeah, I know that you guys had business arrangements to sort out and still, so I suppose there wasn't really much bad blood, but did you have any form of resentment
but I think,
for anything in the breakup?
No, I just think, honestly, I just feel that it was just part of the process.
Okay.
You know, that's what I honestly feel. I honestly feel that sometimes you just have to go through that. You have to go through the lows to get to the high. You understand? And for me, and I am grateful for that in the sense that I was able to find my voice, if that makes any sense. I was able to find my sound, and now I actually enjoy that part of the music where there's TOK music and then there's my music. And I would not have discovered that side of myself without going through that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it changed my mentality, it changed my work ethic, it changed how I view certain things, it changed even in terms of vocally, having to improve, having to do certain things, having to say, all right, here, but all the parts them, as opposed to just doing the high part, of the high, low, medium, low. Even though I struggle up on the low part, then me still have to try to do it because it's me one. And you don't have that luxury that you had before of having all these different things at your disposal, and the camera is just on you. You have to do what you have to do. So you develop a certain level of more professionalism and drive and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so
I know you guys are still performing together.
Yeah, we still have a couple of shows
going on the road. But in 2022, you guys linked up back in studio for the first time to record "There's No Place Like Home." What was that like?
Once again, no, it was a situation where we're vibing with Shams, and the rhythm, it just kind of spoke to me with that kind of vibe. It was just once again trying to find. Because I remember, being away from each other fully like that for the last 7 years. You're going to be a little bit different now when you come back to kind of find that chemistry and that vibe. And even in terms of finding the hook, I went out by myself and my link with Richie. Big up yourself, Rakesh. Linking with Richie Loops and just finding that hook and finding the vibe and just be still, because at that point in time I would have had a momentum in my own stuff in terms of how I record my music. So basically it's taking your knowledge from what you learned then now and applying it to what you're doing now. You understand? And that is why I feel personally that I'm able to contribute even more now based on that knowledge, because I just view things a lot different now. You understand? I guess that's before the level of professionalism is different, your drive is different, your focus is different. You just say, all right, you're what? We need to get this and this and this done. This is me doing my part to make sure that it get done. You get me? So, it changed your mentality.
Yeah, you created Out of the Box Records.
Yeah, Out of the Box.
That's your own record label.
Yeah, that's my album is co-produced by Gorilla Ras Records.
Okay.
My album Next Evolution is in part through Out of the Box and Gorilla Ras.
Okay.
So
you have also been kind of prolific as it relates to singles, man.
Yeah,
And one of the things that I notice about your music since you have gone solo, you have done quite a few collaborations.
yeah, I have a surprise collaboration coming, which I'm not gonna talk about it, but me not
No
yet talk about
problem,
after here.
no
But
problem.
I've done collaborations with like there's on my album I have a collaboration with like Alain, I have a collaboration with War 21.
Collaboration with Alien is Stand in Love.
Yeah,
I don't
Stand in
know
Love.
the one with, I don't know, I'm not familiar with the one with Sukudem though.
Sukudem is Budabai.
Budabai, okay.
Budabai, that's on the
And we
album
have
too.
2 collaborations with Busy.
Yeah, that's the thing, because it's a busy like me, him think left field.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes it's not doing what is conventional in the music, and that is why I think even me with Busy, why we connect that way, is because Busy is a man, if you listen to him music, him don't think conventional. So him don't, and that's why my music is called Out of the, that's the label is called Out of the Box, because I think outside the box. I can't be pigeonholed and basically just resort to just being stuck in one type of thing. I love to experiment with music. If you listen to my album, I have disco, I have jazz acoustic, I have dancehall, I have reggae, I have all different, it's all about the different types and genres of music that I have been exposed and that I love. I say, listen, all right, this is what I love. I go and showcase what I love to the world, and whatever work and stick, we'll probably do more of that.
And now, because here we go on, so people know Alex from TOK. It would kind of be remiss of me if I want to really spend a little bit more time kind of introducing the people to the solo part of the thing. So there are some particular things I want to talk about. So back it up. That's another tune with Busy.
Busy. That's like more like a
Jamming, featuring Beanie Man. You have a track named Jamming with
You mean on the album?
I don't know if it's I singles
No,
really
we have a
song.
song. We did a song with Beanie Man. It was me, Beanie Man, and a Spanish artist called Hazel Laran. It's we did like the Spanish guy did like a version, like a Spanish version of Chichima, where we turn and twist the words them, and we end up putting out a song. And we put out a song like that.
Yeah. Look Good feat. I think I did
that with Salam
Remy.
That was a hit actually in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
What else?
I know that because you have mentioned Richie Loop a few times. I know that
man.
quite a few of your songs you actually co-write.
Yeah, we co-wrote, like even this project itself, Next Evolution, he and I wrote it together. You understand? I mean, and I have to give him props there because Rich is a wicked songwriter.
I think I have a song with Richie Loop and Flavor One. Well, we soon get to the Future Fambo one, man. Yeah. I think I have a song with Richie Loop and Flavor One
called Tick. Yeah, that song actually was on. It was a German Amazon chart. Some chart it did end up on over there. And I think it was one of them European countries. Mifia was produced by Richie Loop. That actually was on like it was in a DJ chart, and it was like number 27 on a DJ. A collective of DJs was like it was on a chart on that. I don't remember specifically which one.
One Day in Your Life.
That was a cover of Michael Jackson's song. I must before. It was Michael before Thriller.
Okay.
That was Michael before Thriller, right in between the time when he was still singing with the Jackson 5, and like I think right during the time like before Off the Wall. So I must before. Taurus beat me to human nature. Big up Siggy, you beat me to human nature, but big up, But that was one of the songs I really liked, and I wanted to kind of, if you're going to touch, singing on Michael is not easy in terms of any song, as I said before, any song I do or anything I do, I try to make sure you do it on a level. You understand? And because I have so much, the utmost respect for him, and he's the reason why I even started singing. So doing that was important. That was produced by Natural Bridge.
Okay. Drop It featuring Mr. Lex.
That big up Jigga, man, big up Lexus, man.
Drink and Rave. So this is true now with
Fambo and Richie
Loop.
Yeah. Drink and Rave. And
I believe
in love. That's
Busy again.
Signal. Yeah.
It's a lovely song.
Respect. Thank you. Man. Thank you.
And the album Next Evolution, as we spoke before, so all of these tracks and the albums can be found on all the digital.
Yeah, man, Spotify. Yeah, but it will be found on the Alex TOK. I've changed my name now from Alex TOK to Alex the One because I want to showcase the difference. Alex from TOK is still TOK. Alex the One is a different entity in itself. So there's also another song on it that you never mentioned, a song called NRG. NRG was done with an upcoming artist called The Royce, and that was a disco song with a little bit of the dancehall twist. That song actually became #1 on Tempo. Oh. It actually went #1 on Tempo, most requested video on Tempo for the big, I think it was the year ending 2023 going into 2024, or was it 2022 going into
But the
2023?
music I find some years.
Yeah, and
Alex,
even
man.
that same energy song was played all across America in Foot Locker. It was
Okay.
actually like, you know, Foot Locker have a playlist. It would have been playing at that time in every Foot Locker across America. So yeah, man, I have had my songs reach certain little places, but when I really talk about it, it's still about just once again putting in the work and making sure it reach where it's supposed to reach. You know?
Yes.
And I have a surprise one coming up, but we're not talking about that one. There.
Outside the music, there are some other stuff that you do where
Yeah.
I guess some people know what some people want.
Yeah.
I think you have a business of sorts, a
Yeah.
bulk chemical business.
I actually you really did research. I had a bulk chemical business.
Had?
Yeah, I started it during COVID and ended it during COVID because it was picking up decent at first, you know, but you see, when they had the 3-day work week, it was a little bit sticky because them time that nobody now really go out and do certain things. So it, you know, that's the thing with me. You know, once again, I say I can't sit down and just don't do nothing. You know, so my thing is I'm actually also a property owner. I'm a landlord. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Dirty landlord.
A commercial space or
No.
residential
Residential.
Oh, okay,
So
cool,
yeah,
cool.
so you have to
space?
have
For
that.
this commercial space, I say I can get one place.
No man, residential.
Yeah,
Man.
discount.
Yeah man. Yeah man. But yeah, so it's residential. So that is another hat.
Yeah, man.
Aware,
Congrats, man.
Respect.
Big up yourself on that. Zane, you have also dabbled, probably will say probably more than that, into acting.
Yes, that's
you appeared
bartender
on
and the bartender. Yeah, as Thriller, aka.
4.
I don't remember what season it was.
I think
Yeah,
that's
season 3 or
maybe.
4, yeah, and stuff. So that's the thing. Even though I rate Michael as the artist, for me, I kind of see myself more like a Jamie Foxx.
Oh, so acting,
singing, impersonation, and comedy.
Because I know you do the impersonation.
I have done stand-up already as well.
I think you did Johnny Live.
Yes,
Live.
you know your
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw clips from that.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
did
why
that.
I know that.
Because I'm like, as I was saying to you before, how I started in music was through impersonation. I used to try to sound like I can impersonate Arnold Schwarzenegger, Miss Piggy, Chris Tucker,
impersonation.
Elmo.
That one is very good.
Respect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, is the high
That one
range.
is- yeah,
man. Yeah,
true,
is the
true.
range.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, man. So practicing that kind of stuff. Because remember, even music, music is mimicry, is replicating, is trying to duplicate something that you hear, and then from that you kind of stem and create your own thing.
Yes.
So it's like as before, I used to try to sound and sing like Michael, but then through that I developed my own sound because Michael is already Michael. You don't need an next Michael Jackson. You get me? So I had to make sure that I create my own sound from that. Michael have enough people who him inspire: Usher, Bieber, Chris Brown, Beyonce, Genuine,
Many
Maya.
people, man.
Yeah, me are one of them. You understand?
Yeah.
Even Ghost, you have to find people who you know how them sound.
Michael.
It come from that tree. You get me? So
is acting something that you want to
yes.
take? Okay.
I want to do more of that. I like that. I like to showcase. It's just about showcasing talent. I like entertaining. So it's not just from a musical perspective. I like it here. I'm a troublemaker. Yeah. So I like crack joke. I like to showcase that I can delve into this and show that part of my personality.
From the TOK journey, you see, is there any particular memory stick with you more than any other down the years?
Wow. That one is tricky.
Some reason that just stick with you. There was something special about it.
The first time I hear my song on the radio.
Which one of the song was
The first, it was the Anything for
Anything For
You.
You.
I think it was Dalton Leith who had played it on the radio. And one of my neighbor them come over, Roddy come over and say, yo, the man the parade, I say, yo, boss. Excited. Nothing beats that first time. I say, yo. Because at one point in time, even back in Portmore, we used to practice a sing on our rooftop,
Oh.
Like on the rooftop and disturb my neighbor them, because I sing on the roof and you shoot up on the roof and you step on the gravel and I shoot up on the gravel and the tarp on the roof. Yeah, man. So, as I said before, I think all these different things that you go through and you experience, it helps you to appreciate the destination. The journey is what helps you to appreciate the destination when you finally get there.
Yeah.
And the thing with me is that I'm just never satisfied of that destination because I always think that there's more to do.
Yeah, because, meds and feel like the TOK journey unfinished.
Yeah, man. It's unfinished because it's still a situation where I think we have a lot more to show to the world, a lot more to show to Jamaica, to show why we are. I'm not trying to toot my own horn and say, well, why we are undoubtedly the greatest dancehall group on the planet and why there is no competition. No disrespect to any other group that is out there, but it's
I
only
think
one.
that's a fair statement.
You understand? There's a reason why it is just different and is not a situation where we were trying to be like anybody. I think we just developed this. This is just us. You understand? So this is what evolved into what it is now. And there have been many other groups who try to copy what we've done.
Yes.
You understand? Like about 2 Japanese groups come out trying to do what TOK do and 1 Spanish one. And as a matter of fact, sometimes when we have like monster songs in certain territories, a lot of times I've heard like about like 6 or 7 different versions of some of the song. Here like about 3 Galia lead, 2 Chichiman, and I'm dead serious. Like especially yeah man, yeah, but it had to be 2. Yeah, it had to be 2. But yeah, but it's like but them say is imitation is the best form of a compliment. But I don't know, cause yeah, the Spanish man, I don't know, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I know Footprints is a special song for you. Is it?
Yeah.
But is there another song in the TOK catalog where really resonates with you more than the others?
Footprints is the one that resonates with me the most. But I mean, for me, I like Galang Gal.
Galang Gal.
Yeah, just they do all the rhythm them and it just have that
Vibe.
Give me a vibe. What else? It's a very interesting question. What other song would resonate with me now? What I want that tricky. I mean, I think, yeah, I think, I don't really have an answer now because I guess every song have a different feel. Because even Money to Burn, I like the message in Money to Burn. I like just the whole, because it's a doo-wop type thing, it can show like all that kind of doo-wop style. So but yeah, man, every song have its own place, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
But Footprints will be the song that really resonates the most to me because of the personal attachment.
Based on your memory, which are the songs in the TOK catalog would you say is a song that would have done the best on a commercial level?
It would be Footprints. It would be Footprints because Footprints hit the Billboard chart and was just nasty. You know what I mean? It was on BT. It was like it would have been the one that resonates the most across the world.
Yes.
And I think Chichiman obviously up there as well in terms of just the streets. You understand? But Footprints without a doubt. Like I remember sometimes even going on tour and people come to me and say, "Yo, you see that song the way though? I know your song no more, my song that
Can imagine.
Because of, as I said before, the message that it is sending and how it just resonates and people just... Because that is what you really have a song. Is always, whenever we write music, or for me, whenever I write music, I try to put myself in the audience's seat. Like, I'm sitting down here. What I would like to hear? What is it I would like to feel when I go to a club or I go to wherever? You understand? And what message I want to send. So how music go, first thing you hear the melody, as the melody catch you.
Right.
And after the melody catch you, what are the words them saying? You want to know what the words them are saying.
Right.
And then based on what the message is saying, can it apply to you? So it's different stages in the music as to how the music goes. And so it's not really a formula, but it's a science in the sense of understanding how to really capture the audience.
Yeah, I figure that you have self-produced tracks, yeah? But do you actually do any form of production that is not for yourself?
Not yet fully, because I'm still kind of just now delving into the production aspect of it. I'm still trying to navigate my way around it.
Yeah.
You get me? Because this body of work was kind of me just getting the foot wet, trying to say whatever, and then now I'm actually working now on my second album because can't stop. People like the music. I've had a lot of people who love the body of work them here with that Next Levolution album. Next Levolution actually means the next level of evolution. So play on words.
Where have you gone as a solo artist to perform?
Funny enough, I haven't done a lot of solo work in terms of touring as an artist because I wanted to make sure. For me, I think I did a little bit differently. I want to make sure that when I do start to tour as a solo artist, I have songs that people know me for.
Okay.
You get me? I want to make sure you have a full body of work, a full catalog of Alex music, where at the end of the day, when you hear Alex the one, him sing this, him sing that, him sing this. That is just how my personal viewpoint is of it. So, I plan to do obviously some touring and stuff, but I want to get more of my music out there first.
Of the songs that you have done, solo journey so far, if there was a song out there to represent your music and represent you and what you know what you want to achieve musically, which song would you tell the people them go seek out?
That one the tricky still. Because I love dancehall music, but that my music is like I tell people that my music, my sound as a solo artist would be like Weekend meet Sean Kingston. That is the gist of it. You understand? Because Weekend is also from the Michael camp. That tone. You understand? So it would be a situation where I like the mixing of genres. So you'd hear like a little bit of the dancehall mix with the disco, a little bit of the dancehall, the fusion music. But at the same time, I like the one drop thing as well too. So I definitely going to delve more to the one drop because people like that same Michael Jackson song. Some people didn't even know it was a Michael Jackson song. You understand? And I take them say, boy, they really like how I do it. And them I say, boy, you know, you really do the song justice. And that means a lot to me when people can say, yeah. Because it mixing, like I've done like a musical video mashup with his version and my version. Same key, obviously, everything. And it just works seamlessly. You get me? And it means a lot to hear because when you have this as the standard, you can't afford to drop the ball.
Yes, ultimately what you want, what is success for you, solo-wise?
Success for me, solo-wise, is my music playing across every single crevice in the world. You know, you hope for the Grammy, you want the Grammy, because you want, I think everybody knows the Grammy and the American Music Award, and all these things are validation for what you are doing. But you don't necessarily, for me, you don't necessarily have to have that to be validated, if that makes any sense. It's something that you love to have, but if my music can get across all different parts of the world and you have stadium full of people who are singing my songs, I'm good with that. Because that still shows that, yo, somebody out there like what you're doing. Yeah, so even if them at the Grammys or whoever don't see it, the world see it. And I think that is what matters the most.
See the prayer.
Yeah, man.
Craig told me that you guys have agreed to work on an album.
Yeah, we're going to do some work on an album now.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, man, we're going to stay up, man. And it's just, as I said before, if you ever hear some of the songs that we did do, and that was 2014, them still sound fresh now. Man. Them still sound fresh now. But that, as before, that was like to be honest, is a pop body of work. It's like that pop as in that.
Okay,
so it would have been more like, as I said before, disco, EDM, Spanish music. You know, because I actually... I agree. And I will have a very strong following in the Latin American market earlier. I don't think about actually learning Spanish as well too. So.
Yeah, I know that you are trying to acquire a second language.
Yeah, man, I'm like 50-60% there. Actually, I can speak to them in Spanish, but it's just
you say you went to school of music, yeah? To voice training or instrument?
Voice training and instrument, but the instrument part never reached nowhere.
So you're not playing no form of instrument?
No, I want to learn now. Actually, I bought a piano. Actually, I have a piano, and I actually bought a music book because I want to learn to play this. Because once again, you have to still... The more you know, the more you grow. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
You would have collaborated during the TOK journey with some of the biggest names in the space. Yeah? And even since you have gone solo, you have collabed with Beanie Man, Busy Signal, you have done work with Salam Remy and so on. You understand Fambo and Fambo, a general nice space. Is there anybody you don't mind going to the studio one day go mash up
as a producer or as an artist?
As an artist.
As an artist. Wow, who am I rate now as an artist? Well,
you rate enough people.
Yeah, man, I rate Jay-Z. I rate as an artist. Sorry, as a producer, I rate Timbaland.
Okay, cool.
In there. Who else I rate now as an artist? Drake.
Okay.
Rate Drake, man. Drake bad. I have to give him props. Drake bad.
See, pray.
You understand? As I said before, for me, Andre 3000. Rate him, man.
Come from left field.
Left field, man. I like that left field concept. I like doing things that are different. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So for me, as long as whoever the artist is that I work with is open-minded enough to want to do some good music, I'm
you're
there
game.
for it. I'm game, yeah man. Because it's all about the idea of doing some good music.
Yeah, man. Father Alex, you're prayer now. I said this before I get up. Zane?
Yeah.
TOK for me is easily in terms of what they have achieved, the greatest dancehall group in the history of the music.
Respect.
And you are not only a member of that, you are one of the founding members of the group. Brother.
Respect.
What you guys brought to the music and have, given to the music is amazing, and I appreciate that.
Respect.
You understand? I know the solo journey is still
Still a part of it.
Infancy stage.
Without a doubt,
and
man.
you're building that, so whatever desires you have musically, really that I hope those become a reality and come to fruition. You
I
understand what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that. I appreciate
Big up
that.
yourself, man, and I appreciate the reason and the history said speed. You see me?
Salute,
Big up
man.
yourself, man. For the promoters and sound men out there who don't know how to find you, though, I want to find you. And the writers, movie people there.
Yeah, man. Well, here
How
what?
them find you?
Well, here what? The handle on Instagram is Alex the One Official, but that's his ALX, Alex the One Official on Instagram.
And
yeah.
is DI or just D and 1?
THE.
Oh,
Alex,
okay.
ALX
Because
the one.
when I see it as it relates to the music is not THE.
No, it's THE, man.
Really,
It's
Mr. Alex D, the letter
No,
D.
well, yeah, that would have been for YouTube.
Oh, okay.
That would have been
okay,
for YouTube.
okay,
Alex the One for
okay,
YouTube.
okay,
but
okay.
he just was trying to get everything bungled
Under
together.
one umbrella.
Yeah, and as I said before, remember, it's like a transition from the Alex TOK, which is still out there in terms of you see on Spotify and stuff, to Alex the One. So it's ALX the One Official on Instagram. You can reach out and do stuff like that, man. Yeah, man, but I am open for the acting thing, the music thing, the impersonation things. Hey, even Pixar, hey, at least,
You want to do some Pixar movie?
anything, of course. I mean, I remember, sky is the limit. And for me, in this life, you never know. You never know. That is always the thing, you never know. And I just believe, I'm at a stage and mentality in my life now where it's just about just having fun and being able to appreciate the journey while doing so.
Also, though, how are things? Because I know that you would have, had experience business-wise with TOK. How are things as it relates to publishing and royalty with the solo part of the journey now?
Yeah, well, I mean, we signed individual to ASCAP and stuff like that. So I mean, we still
So the thing lock in and
still
clock
lock in, man. Yeah, man, you're still,
good,
but you're
good,
still,
good.
that's about you're still learning, you're still doing your thing, but you're still have to make sure that you're still on top of it and do what you need to do.
Bro, all of the endeavors them.
Yeah, man, respect, I appreciate it, man.
Best, man. It's a joy, man.
Yeah, man,
It's a
cool,
joy,
respect,
it's a
man.
joy. And go and explore, the music and grow with the music and into the music. And
Yeah, man, into
who
the music
knows?
and the acting and you remember the impersonations, people, at the end of the day, we have all them things they lack, bag of different things that have to show the versatility.
The
yeah?
package.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
One full show and then
Yeah,
to
man.
my concert,
It's so funny you mentioned that because for me, I thought of that. It's like a one-man band where doing the stand-up, doing the music and doing the impersonations, just like Jamie Foxx. You understand? That is how I see it.
All the best along the journey, bro.
Respect.
Get the studio with the man there and get the thing
Get the thing going. Yeah, man. But shot the two things them same time, man.
Pick up yourself, bro.
Boom.
Respect. See it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.